Welcome to Celestial Guidance. I'm Sinta Danu. I'm a professional psychic and astrologer who has been studying for over 15 years and who's been doing it professionally for over the last 8 years. So today we are going to be going over the last quarter moon that happens on the 26th of August. It's going to be next Monday. And this quarter moon will have an effect from the 26th of August until about the 2nd of September. I'm going to do a horoscope for each of the 12 zodiacs on how to deal with this quarter moon, look at how this is affecting each zodiac personally for this quarter moon. And before I get started, I do want to mention, so I am doing the Astrology Basics course again. We are in the middle of it. However, next week I have a class on the 10 planets, and that's going to be on August 29th. So if you want to take the next class, just that one, if you want to take a class on the 10 planets, it's going to be on the 29th. There's a link in the comments in the description for that class. If you do want to take the whole course, all 6 workshops and classes, we're set for this next class to start on October 10th. So it's going to be a little time before we start the next series, especially because I'm still in the middle of the Astrology Basic courses. The last class of this set is going to be on the 12th, on September 12th. And then I'm going to be doing some promoting before I do the next series of workshops, doing the Astrology Basics over Zoom again. So if you do want to look into that course, you can go to my website. The information is on there for all of the classes and where to sign up. I'll put that link in the description. It'll be in the comments, etc. But yeah, so if you're interested in the Astrology Basics course, definitely you can look on my website. I'll put the link in the description for that page as well and the sign up. But it's going to be on sintadanu.com. If you want to go to the website, it's going to be on the home page. You'll go to scroll to the bottom and there'll be like a learn more link at the bottom. It'll say Astrology Basics course at the bottom, and then there'll be like a button, and then you just click that and you can go to the course. Before we get on to the astrology, I do recommend that you have your birth chart ready so that you can compare the quarter moon to your birth chart to see how it's going to affect you personally. And that's really important if you're wanting to know how this will actually affect you, is having your birth chart ready so that you can compare it. Let's see. So for Aries, the moon is going to be in the 3rd house. You're feeling the need to travel, to socialize, to communicate, to learn. With the sun in the 6th house, your ego is very focused on your health, your day-to-day life, the practicality of life. Uranus is in the 2nd house conjunct the moon, so there's a lot of change still happening in your finances specifically and in terms of your possessions. And this might be creating this desire for travel and movement and communication. Pluto is in your 11th house trining the moon. So you're desiring evolution and change in regards to your friendships, network, associations. And this can be causing a lot of problems because it's just entering that house. So you're probably starting to have a lot of friendship issues because you're supposed to evolve in that area. But that's likely being very triggered by this moon. Now, Taurus, the moon is going to be in your 2nd house. So we're looking at your feeling the need for communication and travel in regards to finances. So you're looking to learn around finances, to travel, to make more money. You're looking for communication in order to make more money. And the sun is in your 5th house. So there's a lot of focus of your ego, though, on your relationships, on risk taking. So you're probably desiring to take risks in order to make more money. Uranus is in the 1st house. So there's been a lot of upheaval in terms of your sense of self. And that's also really triggering this desire for changing your finances, learning about finances, traveling for finances. And Pluto's in your 10th house, which is causing a lot of evolution in regards to your career. It's probably being really disruptive there, and this is being triggered by the moon. Now for Gemini, the moon is in your 1st house. So you're very much feeling about yourself the need to travel, learn, communicate, and express yourself. With The sun in the 4th house, your ego, though, is very focused on your family, your emotional foundations, the need for emotional safety, as well as really focused on your home life. Uranus is in the 12th house, which has really been disrupting your subconscious and is part of creating this need to communicate and express yourself more. And Pluto is in your 9th house, starting to cause some evolution in regards to long distance travel, education, expansion. And so it's starting to disrupt there. And this is really just triggered by this moon. Cancer. So for Cancer, the moon is in the 12th house. So you're feeling the need to learn and grow and communicate about spirituality, about the subconscious, about the deeper concepts in life. Maybe also about prisons and institutions, hospitals, etc. The sun is in the 3rd house. So your ego is also in a place of communication, wanting short distance travel, wanting to connect with your community. And Uranus is in your 11th house, which has really been disrupting your friendships and your associations, really shaking up that area. And that's part of what's creating this desire for communicating about the subconscious and the deeper parts of life. Pluto is entering the 8th house. And so this is creating evolution and transformation around your trauma, around debt, taxes, intimacy. So that's probably pretty stressful right now and is really triggered during this moon phase. Leo, the moon is in your 11th house. So there's this desire for communication, travel, around friendships, learning with friends, going out and working with your network, communicating to people in your network and with your friends. The sun is in your 2nd house. So your ego is really focused on money, material possessions, material gain. Uranus is in the 10th house, which has been creating a lot of disruption and really shaking up your career and reputation. And that's part of why you're feeling the need to really get out there and talk to your friends, communicate and learn and network. And Pluto is in your 7th house. And so this has started to cause a lot of problems in your relationships. And this is going to be triggered during this moon phase. And this is to create evolution around how you deal with one-on-one relationships, and especially marriage, business partnerships, long-term relationships. Virgo, the moon is in your 10th house. So there's this need for communication and learning in regards to career and reputation. The sun is in your 1st house. So you're really focused ego-wise on your sense of self and who you are. And this is like the start of your birthday season. So happy birthday, Virgos, because your season is starting. So you're just very focused on yourself and kind of going through a rebirth process and going through a process of learning to express yourself in a new way, etc. Now, Uranus is going through the 9th house. This has been causing chaos in regards to long distance travel, religion, culture, expansion. And that's part of what's creating this need for communication and expression in your career and in relation to status. And Pluto is in your 6th house. So you're probably starting to experience some health issues, and that's because you're supposed to evolve your routines and how you take care of your health and day-to-day life. And that's going to be really triggered with this moon. Now, Libra, this moon is going to be in your 9th house. So you're feeling the desire for communication and travel in regards to culture, religion, long distance travel, expansion, people who are very different from you. That's all motivating you to want to go out and explore and learn and travel in those areas. The sun is in the 12th house. So your ego is really focused on your spirituality, your subconscious, your deeper self, and the universal subconscious, your connection to all things. And Uranus is in the 8th house. So it's been disrupting your taxes, any areas of intimacy or shared resources. All of that has been heavily disrupted and shaken up with Uranus going through the 8th. And that's part of what's creating this desire for travel and communication in regards to other cultures, religion, and where you're going in life, higher education like college, etc. And Pluto is going through your 5th house. So this is starting to cause a lot of issues in like short-term romantic relationships. We're talking like puppy love, also issues with children, whether your children or someone else's, also probably bringing up childhood trauma. And so that's really starting to cause a lot of problems there because Pluto's going to be going through that house to evolve it. And that's causing these issues, and it's going to be really triggered during this moon. Now, Scorpio, the moon is in the 8th house for you, which is, you'll probably have the easiest time with this because you're a Scorpio, you rule this house. So you're feeling the need for learning and short distance travel and connecting with the community through the occult, death, taxes, the darker side of life, all of those Scorpio things. That's how you want to connect with people right now. And the sun is going to be in your 11th house. So your ego is really focused on networking, friendships, associations, your hopes and dreams. And Uranus is going through the 7th house. So this has been causing a lot of chaos in regards to one-on-one relationships, especially long-term partnerships like a spouse or a business partner. And all your relationships in general are starting to have been going through this chaotic period, and this is creating the need for growth and connection through trauma, death, taxes, and intimacy. Now, Pluto is going through your 4th house, and so it's starting to cause a lot of disruption around family, home, your emotional foundation. So you're probably getting triggered quite a bit. Your home life is going through a lot of evolution and transformation over probably like the next 20 years or so. And you're really starting to feel it now. And this quarter moon is really triggering it. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, the moon is going to be in the 7th house. So this is causing a need for communication and learning and short distance travel in relation to one-on-one partnerships, especially long-term partnerships like a spouse or a business partner, but all your one-on-one relationships are being heavily affected with this. And so you're desiring to learn and communicate in that areas with a partner of some sort or even with the public. Your sun is the sun is in your 10th house, which means that your ego is really focused on career, your reputation, your status. Uranus has been going through the 6th house, really disrupting your daily life and your health. And this is what's causing this desire to communicate and connect with partnerships, spouses, as well as the public. And Pluto is going through your 3rd house, and so it's starting to cause disruptions around communication, short distance travel, the way that you think, your community. So there's a lot of evolution going to happen throughout your community and how you communicate, as well as sibling relationships with this. And that's being really triggered during this time. Capricorn, the moon is in your 6th house. So you're feeling the desire to learn and travel in regards to your daily life, your health, your habits, your work life. The sun is going to be in your 9th house. So your ego is really focused on expansion, your vision for your life, your culture, your religion, how you're growing as an individual. And Uranus has been going through the 5th house, creating a lot of chaos in regards to relationships, children, romance, risk-taking, and that's creating this desire to learn and explore and travel in regards to your daily life and your health and habits. Now, Pluto is moving through your 2nd house, so it's just entering the 2nd house over this last year or two. And this is creating this disruption and problems in regards to money, income, resources. So how you make money and how you deal with your resources are really going to evolve over like the next 20 years. So take that into account because that's kind of what's going on here. And it's going to be really triggered during this moon, so it's going to be more noticeable now. Aquarius, the moon is going to be in your 5th house. So for Aquarius, you're feeling the need to learn and communicate and connect with your community through love, play, children, romance. So this could be you connecting, with the children in your community, opening a youth center, working at a youth center, something like that. That you just have the desire to learn and connect and communicate through your area of life of children and romance. And for you, the sun's going to be in your 8th house. So with this, your ego is feeling the need for transformation, the ability to evolve and be reborn. You're looking for intimacy, how to share resources, focused on debt and the darker things in life currently. And Uranus is going through your 4th house. So this has been causing a lot of chaos at home and with family and your emotional foundation, which is creating the desire to connect through romance, through connecting with children, communicating with children or romantic partners. And Pluto is going through your 1st house. So you're going through a whole new transformation of self, and your sense of self is really evolving during this period of time. And that's really going to cause a lot of disruptions in kind of how you see yourself and how other people see you. And it's going to be more noticeable during this quarter moon. Okay, so Pisces, the moon is going to be in your 4th house. So for Pisces, that you're feeling the need to learn and travel short distances and connect with your community through your home, through your family, through your lineage, through your deeper emotional foundations. And the sun is in your 7th house, so your ego is very focused on your partnerships, your long-term partnerships like a spouse, a business partner, as well as your one-on-one partnerships and your relationship to the public. And Uranus is going through your 3rd house, which has been causing a lot of chaos around siblings, community, travel, issues with your car, things of that nature. And that's creating this desire to communicate and connect with your community through your family and lineage. And Pluto is going through your 12th house. So your subconscious is taking a really hard hit. You're completely evolving and transforming your subconscious. And so you're going through some deep changes with Pluto going through the 12th house. And that's really going to be triggered during this time. So it'll be more noticeable during the quarter moon. All right. But yeah, that is celestial guidance for the week of August 26th to September 2nd. And I'm really excited about the stuff that we have coming up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. There is a link for setting up a one-on-one session with me if you would like a more personal reading. I also, of course, have free birth charts available on my website. That link is also going to be included, as well as the links to the upcoming class on August 29th, as well as the link to just sign up for the bundle deals for the Astrology Basics course for the next time it's happening, which is going to be October 10th is when we're going to start the first class. So make sure to check out the links, and I hope you have a wonderful week and that you let go of all the things that you need to so that you can set beautiful, clear intentions for that September new moon. I'm going to let you guys go. Bye.